1998. Well, we've completed the Pro Truck qualifying. We move into the Pro Modifieds. The open wheel stock block powered cousins to the NASCAR Modifieds on the Speedway, and the way they're scheduled to start this first of 3 8-lap qualifiers. On the pole in the Norm's Custom Exhaust number 7, Chris Drodzil of Dunkirk. On the outside in the car number 46 from Freedom, it's Tommy Long. Row number 2, the pink thing, the number 19 is Dave Reese out of Holland. On the outside, the Pro Fuels the Edge, number 74 from Bellwood, Ontario, with Sherry Hogan. Row number 3 to the inside in the Holland Oil and Propane, number 00 from Arcade, Ryan Holland. On the outside in the Kendall GT1, Precision Remanufactured Engines, number 12 from Bliss, Troy Williams. And the last car on the starting grid, currently 2 points out of first place in the points chase, and the Denny Thomas, number 40, the defending divisional champion out of East Amherst, Matt Alex. 7 cars set to go. 8 laps will be the distance, led by Drodzil and Long. As they accelerate out of turn number 4, the green flag is on, and we are racing. And on the break, it's Drodzil moving into the early lead. Chris coming off his first ever Holland Speedway checkered flag in a qualifying heat last week. He leads the first go-around here in this first Pro Mod qualifier of the evening. Tommy Long in the 46, Sherry Hogan in the 74, side by side for positions 2 and 3. Long looking to make a bid to the outside of Drodzil out of turn number 2. No go that time. Sherry Hogan positions himself down to the inside groove. Behind, Troy Williams in the 12. Ryan Holland in the 00. And contact made, and Sherry Hogan getting sideways. Coming off of turn number 4, Ryan Holland fights to maintain control of the 00. And he motors on. Sherry right to number 74 and will race on. In the meantime, up in front, it's the 7 of Drodzil, the 46 of Long. Here comes Troy Williams in the 12. He motors to the outside of the 46 of Tom Long. Troy Williams making his move for second place as they race into turn number 3. Long comes right back on the inside in the orange number 46. Out of turn number 4. We're halfway home with this one. 4 down, 4 to go. Drodzil continues to show the way in car number 7. Tommy Long holds off Troy Williams for second place, but here comes Matt Alex in the 40, and up ahead, Long makes a bid, and Long and Drodzil making contact. Long gets sideways to the inside of turn number 4. Matt Alex had to hit the binders hard to avoid contact with the 46 of Tom Long. It continues to be Chris Drodzil showing the way in car number 7. Troy Williams trying to make a move to the inside of the 7 cars. They race out of turns 3 and 4. The 2 to go signal being given. Drodzil, your race leader. Here comes Matt Alex. He motors to the outside of Troy Williams. Racing out of turn number 2. Down the back chute. Alex tucks down to the inside of Drodzil into turn number 3. Racing out of turn number 4. Alex now takes command of this one in car number 40. Matt Alex grabbing the lead out of turn number 4 as the white flag was flying. And Alex quickly establishes a 5-car length lead through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. And it will be Matt Alex across the line with the win. Drodzil finishes second. The 12 of Williams takes third. The 00 of Holland is fourth. And the 19 of Reese completes the top 5. So Matt Alex making a nice move out of turn 4 as the white flag was flying. Actually made a nice move down the back chute of that lap to snake around Troy Williams, and Chris Drodzil will take the victory. In for the win in the first Pro Modified qualifier. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, for the driver of the Denny Thomas number 40, it's Matt Alex. So Lisa Addison now moving trackside to present the checkered flag to Matt Alex. We had to clear the speedway of vehicles. So for the Kodak moment, how about it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Matt Alex.
I'll tell you what, Rick, I was watching Matt Alex on the back straightaway, and talk about making a left turn. You know, it's all left turns here, right, for the race cars. He made a 90-degree left turn to grab the lead over there. I mean, he literally looked like he was coming down Route 16 and made a left turn to Holland Glenwood Road to come up to the racetrack. That was really quite a move by Matt Alex. I mean, you just see the car. He just stuck it between a couple of cars and made a left turn and just drove on to the lead.
Following this next qualifying heat, we'd like all the drivers of the Emerling dealership's cars that will be on parade to report to their cars and move them to the pit area in preparation for your parade. So immediately following this next qualifying heat, would all the drivers of the Emerling dealership cars on display report to your cars and please move to the pit area in preparation for your parade.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, round 3 of qualifying for the NASCAR Pro Modifieds. Donald Haskell will start up front in car number 30. He'll start in the pole out of North Collins, New York. Outside of him will be the car number 1. That's Eric Kling, the Kling brothers entry out of West Seneca. It's a Dodge. The 15, Mr. Ford himself, Richard Thomas out of Avon in the 97 Ford. The 10 of Tommy Krozek, he'll roll by next. He's out of Orchard Park, the record lover Bar Shell Capelli's Pizza entry. The 68, our Canadian cousin out of Oakville, Ontario, the Electrics Oakville trailer, 68 of Mike Cartwright from Oakville. And the final car in the starting grid, it'll be the Schrader Industrial Sales, car number 4 of Neil Hopkins. It's a Dodge, and Neil hails from West Falls. 6 cars scheduled to go. 8 laps will be the distance. V8 power plants, open-wheel race cars. Second cousin to the NASCAR Tour Modifieds. They drop the green flag, the drag race down into the first corner. Haskell out of North Collins leads the charge. Here comes Richard Thomas. Nice move by Thomas. He pulls up to the inside to challenge Haskell. The field now heads down that tricky turn number 3 and 4. You can see them working down on the inside lane. Haskell's car goes up the banking a little bit. Whoa! Eric Kling, man oh man, he made a move by centimeters out there. I don't know how he ever got that car back in line. Wow, he just made it by inches. And look at Richard Thomas now. Thomas in car number 15. He grabs the lead off turn number 4 down the front straightaway. So Richard Thomas in the Ford-powered car 15 moves up to the point. And now it's Kling. He falls back to second. Here comes Tommy Krozek on the attack in car number 10. They go to the inside of Donald Haskell. They put Haskell out to dry on the high side. Tommy Krozek, Mike Cartwright, and here comes the Schrader Industrial Sales Ford. It's Neil Hopkins. He moves up as well. Now the field freight training down to the tricky turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Richard Thomas in the Ford-powered 15. Swings off the corner down the front straightaway. 4 down, 4 to go. 4 laps down, 4 more to go. And the lead remains the Ford-powered 15 of Richard Thomas. Eric Kling in second. Here comes Tommy Krozek in third. Mike Cartwright, the Oakville, Ontario competitor, holds on, but he drops to the inside now. And look at Neil Hopkins. His Dodge now starts to work on the outside of the racetrack. He comes up on the outside of the 68. Whoa, look at this. Man, oh man, throw a blanket over 5 cars right there in competition. Thomas in the Ford brings it down. Kling in second spot. Third is Tommy Krozek. And here comes Hopkins to the outside of the 68. But Cartwright steps back in line. Hopkins hit a checkup. They go down the back straightaway. And they're in a 5-car freight train. Kling now comes up to the back bumper of the 15 with 1 to go. So Richard Thomas, the Ford now leading the 4 Chevrolets down the back straightaway. Kling in second. Krozek goes third, but here comes Hopkins on the outside. Cartwright now takes a peek on the inside. They'll come to a stripe. It'll be Thomas, Kling, Krozek, Hopkins, and Mike Cartwright completes the top 5. Then Donald Haskell in car number 30. Rick Mooney, once again, the competition up at the head of the field. Absolutely outstanding. They were really having it out there.
I'll tell you, Richard Thomas has had a rough season. I've talked to him in the pits a few times throughout the season. It's generally, when the car's running, it's running great. The problem is keeping it running. Well, it kept it running today, Ken.
Well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. All you Ford fans in particular, it's a Ford Mustang down there. How about a nice round of applause for Mr. Ford himself, and that's the Richard Thomas machine as he picks up the victory. So usually a Ford, when it beats the Chevrolets, they have some bragging rights for a few days at least, but that's a Ford. You can see right on the roof, it's a Mustang.
As a reminder, we'd like all the drivers of the Emerling dealership's cars to please move to their cars right now and move to the pit area in preparation for your parade during our social break, which will be coming up in a few short moments here. Right now, we have qualifier number 3 for the Pro Modifieds about to move trackside. 8 laps will be the distance, and the way they're scheduled to start, the first car out will be the Capelli's Pizza number 5 of Jerry Berkeley out of Colden. He'll be joined in the front row by the Broad Spectrum Concrete number 2 of Gettsville's Jerry Gradle Jr. Row number 2 to the inside, and the Devon Manufacturing number 34 from Chaffee, it's Tom Weber. On the outside in the Hefferleys Race Engines Erie Niagara Farmers Supply, number 73 from Depew, it's Marvelous Mary Rimbold.
77.
Row number 3 to the inside in the Racers Restaurant Village Pub, number 77 from Forestville, T.J. Johnson.
21.
On the outside in the Emerling Chevrolet, number 21 from Barrysburg, Larry Dominici.
09.
And the last car in the starting grid making his first start at Holland Speedway in the R.M. Betzner Trucking, number 09 from Rockton, Ontario, it's Bernard Nieberg.
That one should be fine, John.
7 cars set to go 8 laps, and for those of you who are late arriving at the track, Dan Shamera had his Pro Modified number 44 here, but unfortunately for Dan, his car launched an engine during hot laps, and Dan had to pack it up, and the crew went home early, so a tough break for the fans of the Shamera number 44, as his night is done much too early. But we do have 7 Pro Modifieds on the track right now, and the green flag is on, and we are racing, and on to start the 5 of Berkeley, bogs down, and everyone scatters to get around the Berkeley number 5. We continue without incident. We maintain green flag conditions. Finally, Berkeley up to speed in the 5. You may have missed a shift coming out of turn number 4. It's Gradle in the 2, your race leader. Mary Rembold in the 73, Larry Dominici in the 21, racing wheel to wheel for positions 2 and 3. Dominici now up in the number 2 spot, and down the back chute, T.J. Johnson and Tommy Weber in some close racing for positions 4 and 5. It's Jerry Gradle, your race leader, in car number 2. Dominici about 12 car lengths back. The chaser in second place in the 21. T.J. Johnson takes the number 77 down low alongside of the Mary Rembold number 73. And out of turn number 4, T.J. Johnson now up into the number 3 position. Jerry Gradle in the number 2, having a Saturday afternoon cruise here at Holland Speedway. As he crosses the stripe, we're halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go for the driver of car number 2. Gradle motors down the back chute. Larry Dominici continues his chase in the second place, number 21. The 77 of T.J. Johnson rides third. The 73 of Mary Rembold is fourth, and the 34 of Tommy Weber in the number 5 slot. Jerry Gradle Jr. sets up into turn number 3. He'll be looking at the parallel flags out of turn number 4 this time. 2 to go for the driver of car number 2. Second generation driver, of course. His dad has seen many checkered flags over the years, racing in late models and TQ midgets and street stocks. And now, the younger generation, Jerry Gradle Jr. is looking half a lap from a checkered flag here in this qualifying heat. Here he comes through turns 3 and 4, looking at those checkers this time by. It's Jerry Gradle in for the win. Second place will be the 21 of Larry Dominici. T.J. Johnson crosses the stripe in third. Barry Rembold is fourth, and Tom Weber completes the top 5 in car number 34.
Rick Mooney, you were talking about Jerry's dad, Jerry Gradle Sr. He won a NASCAR Hobby Car Championship 40 years ago in 1957. So the Gradle name associated with motorsports here in Western New York goes back almost half a century, actually.
Well, he's in for the win. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Gradle Jr. The next event to take to the Speedway will be the last